In the vast landscape of American firearms, certain names dominate the conversation. We all know the legends: the AR-15, the Glock 19, the Remington 870. These are the household names, the go-to choices that fill gun safes and tactical loadouts across the country. But behind the headlines and the hype lies a class of firearms that rarely gets the spotlight. Guns that offer exceptional reliability, innovative design, or impressive performance, yet remain overlooked, forgotten, or underrated by the mainstream market. In today's video, we take a closer look at these hidden gems, weapons that may not trend on social media, but earn deep respect among collectors, shooters, and professionals who know what truly matters in a firearm. Whether you're a serious enthusiast, a tactical-minded prepper, or just someone who values underrated performance, this list might just change the way you think about what's in your arsenal. These are the top 10 most underrated guns in America right now. And trust me, the number one pick might just shock you. Before we get into the countdown, if you're passionate about firearms, history, and real-world performance, make sure to hit that like button to support the channel. Leave a comment below and let us know which underrated gun you think deserves more recognition. Or tell us if we missed one that should have made the list. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you never miss a deep dive into the world of firearms, defense, and tactical technology. 10. FNX-45 Tactical. Let's kick things off with a beast of a pistol that's criminally underrated. Even though it comes from one of the most respected names in the firearms world, the FNX-45 Tactical. Built by FN Herstal, a company trusted by militaries across the globe, the FNX-45 Tactical is a full-size, hammer-fired .45 ACP pistol that was ahead of its time when it launched, and honestly, still is. What makes it special? Chambered in .45 ACP, offering serious stopping power, comes optic-ready out of the box. RMR footprint, no aftermarket milling needed, includes a threaded barrel for suppressors, factory, not aftermarket. 15+1 capacity in .45 ACP. Extremely rare, ambidextrous controls, and manual safety decocker combo. Why it's underrated? People often overlook it in favor of polymer striker-fired pistols like Glocks or M&Ps, but the FNX-45 Tactical gives you features usually reserved for high-end competition guns or military-issue pistols. It's bulky, yes, but in the best way possible if you're looking for home defense, range duty, or a suppressor host. YouTubers like Iraq veteran 8888 and Mr. Guns and Gear have praised it, but the mainstream market still hasn't caught on. If you want a pistol that feels like it belongs in a special operations kit, but is fully civilian legal, this is it. Perfect for home defense, suppressor users, serious .45, ACP fans, gun collectors looking for full-featured tactical sidearms. The FNX-45 Tactical is not cheap, but it's not supposed to be. It's a statement pistol, built for those who know exactly what they want. And in a sea of striker-fired clones, it dares to be different. 9. Taurus GX4 XL T.O.R.O. Coming in at number 9 is a gun that proves budget doesn't have to mean basic. The Taurus GX4 XL T.O.R.O. is a subcompact 9mm pistol that's lighter than a Glock 43, holds more rounds, and comes optic-ready, all for under $300. And yet, you barely hear anyone talking about it. What makes it special? Extended slide over the original GX4, which improves sight radius and recoil control. T.O.R.O. system, Taurus optic-ready option. Compatible with red dots like Holosun 407K. Capacity 11+1 or 13+1 with extended mag. Great for a gun this small. Flat face trigger, crisp break, and solid reset. Impressive for its price. Built-in steel front sight and blackout rear for fast acquisition. Why it's underrated. The GX4 XL T.O.R.O should be a budget EDC staple by now. But most gun buyers write off Taurus due to its rocky reputation from the early 2000s. What they don't realize is Taurus has quietly transformed its QC and design over the past few years. This is a reliable, feature-packed subcompact that costs nearly half of a SIG P365. And unlike most competitors at this price point, it's red dot ready out of the box. That's a huge win for concealed carriers wanting modern capability without breaking the bank. Perfect for everyday carry EDC, budget-conscious buyers, first-time gun owners, anyone who wants to run a red dot on a small-frame pistol. The GX4 XL doesn't just punch above its weight, it comes out swinging. And for under $300, it's easily one of the best-kept secrets in the concealed carry world. 8. Panzer Arms AR-12 Gen 3. The tactical shotgun you've never heard of. When it comes to tactical shotguns, most people think of pump-action legends like the Mossberg 500 or the Remington 870. Others might point to high-end semi-automatics like the Benelli M4 or the Beretta 1301, but in the midst of all that noise, a new player from Turkey has quietly entered the arena. And it's making waves. The Panzer Arms AR-12 Gen 3. This isn't your granddad's shotgun. It's not made of walnut and blued steel. It's not for skeet shooting or duck blinds. The AR-12 is a box-fed, semi-automatic 12-gauge shotgun built on the ergonomics of the AR-15 platform. And it's designed for tactical operations, home defense, and range fun. Why it's underrated. The Panzer Arms AR-12 Gen 3 doesn't get the recognition it deserves for several key reasons. 1. It's Turkish-made. There's still a lot of skepticism in the American gun market toward firearms made in Turkey, despite the fact that Turkish manufacturers like Panzer, Gerson, and Canik are putting out some excellent weapons. 2. Low name recognition. Panzer Arms simply isn't a household brand in the US. Most shooters still haven't heard of it. Magazine-fed shotguns are polarizing. Traditionalists still swear by tube-fed systems, and some people are wary of feeding reliability in box-mag shotguns. But here's the reality. The Gen 3 version has ironed out the reliability issues seen in earlier generations. It runs well with most 2 3/4-inch shells, including buckshot, slugs, and reduced recoil rounds. The tactical layout makes it ideal for users who already train with ARs, and the price is unbeatable, often retailing for under $500. For the cost of a mid-range pump shotgun, you get a semi-auto, mag-fed, optics-ready tactical platform that's not just cool-looking, but also highly functional. 7. CZP-07. The polymer pistol that punches above its weight. Among the sea of polymer-framed 9mm pistols, the CZP-07 has quietly built a reputation as one of the most underrated combat handguns of the last decade. While CZ's hammer-fired legends like the CZ75 have cemented their place in firearms history, the P-07 is often overshadowed by Glock, Sig Sauer, and even CZ's own Shadow and P-10 series. And yet, for those who know it, the P-07 is a hidden masterpiece, a gun that blends modern materials with traditional shooting feel, delivering top-tier performance at a surprisingly modest price. Specs and highlights. The P-07 is CZ's first major entry into the polymer frame, hammer-fired market. Initially released as the CZ75P07 Duty in 2009, it was later refined into its current form with updated ergonomics and a better finish. Why it's underrated? There's no denying that the P07 is one of the most overlooked gems in the defensive pistol market. Here's why it hasn't reached mainstream status. 1. Hammer-fired in a striker-fired world. Many modern shooters have moved toward striker-fired guns for simplicity and consistency. But in doing so, they've overlooked the unique advantages of DA/SA systems, like second strike capability and enhanced safety in carry conditions. 2. Less aggressive marketing. CZ doesn't advertise heavily in the US like Glock or SIG, so fewer casual buyers are even aware the P07 exists. 3. Competes with CZ's own models. The P10 series, Shadow 2, and even the classic CZ75 steal the spotlight from the P07 in both civilian and law enforcement markets. But despite that, the P07 shines where it counts. It's incredibly accurate and soft shooting. Recoil is well managed, thanks to CZ's famously low bore axis. It's battle-proven, used by numerous European police forces. The build quality is outstanding, with metal internals where other brands use plastic. It's for shooters who want a polymer gun with the feel of a steel pistol. Fans of DA/SA systems who don't want to carry a full metal frame. Anyone looking for a reliable, accurate, and unique carry or duty pistol that won't break the bank. And with an average retail price between $450 and $550, the CZ P07 delivers features and shootability that outclass many pistols costing much more. In a world of striker-fired sameness, the CZ P07 dares to be different. And for those willing to pick it up, it delivers far more than its modest profile suggests. That's why it takes the number 7 spot on our list of the most underrated guns in America right now. 6. Beretta PX4 Storm Compact. The rotating barrel you didn't know you needed. When you hear the name Beretta, most people immediately think of the iconic M9 or the timeless Beretta 92 FS. These full-size all-metal pistols have served in military and law enforcement roles around the globe for decades. But hiding just beneath the surface is a polymer-framed pistol that may be one of the most innovative yet underrated designs of the 21st century. The Beretta PX4 Storm Compact. It's not a clone, not a copy, and definitely not trying to be another Glock. What makes the PX4 Storm truly special is its rotating barrel system, a mechanism that significantly reduces felt recoil and muzzle flip. Combined with its compact dimensions, hammer-fired action, and exceptional ergonomics, the PX4 Storm Compact is a forgotten masterpiece of modern defensive handguns. Why it's underrated? So why don't we see the PX4 Compact more often in the wild? 1. Overshadowed by the M9 and 92 series, Beretta's all-metal legends dominate brand identity. 2. It's different. The rotating barrel system, while excellent, isn't well understood by casual shooters. 3. Not as modular as modern striker-fired guns, no optic cuts, and more complex internals. 4. Slide-mounted safety. Not everyone loves Beretta's classic Type F safety decocker lever, but here's the kicker. For shooters who actually give it a try, the PX4 Compact often outshoots its competitors in practical terms. It points naturally, handles recoil beautifully, and delivers laser-like accuracy for a compact defensive pistol. Plus, it's battle-tested. PX4 variants are in use by military and law enforcement agencies in Italy, Romania, and several other European countries. It's for? Shooters who want something more refined than a striker-fired gun. Fans of DA/SA triggers who want a more compact, modern carry option. Those who appreciate innovative recoil systems and soft shooting performance. Everyday carriers who want Beretta reliability in a smaller, lighter package. With a street price typically between $500 and $600, the Beretta PX4 Storm Compact offers unmatched engineering for its class. It may not be the loudest or most hyped option on the shelf, but for those who truly understand handguns, it's a sleeper hit and easily earns the number 6 spot on our list. 5. Walther PPQ M2. When it comes to striker-fired triggers, Walther's PPQ M2 is still king. But while everyone talks about the PDP nowadays, the PPQ M2 is slowly being forgotten. And that's a mistake. The PPQ M2 delivers one of the best stock triggers on any striker-fired pistol. Period. The ergonomics are second to none, the accuracy is tack-sharp, and it feels tailor-made for your hand. This is the gun you pick up once and think, why didn't I hear about this before? It's that good. What's more, prices on the PPQ M2 have dropped since the PDP came out, making it an incredible value. Perfect for competition shooters, EDC fans who want superb accuracy, home defenders who prioritize shootability. Ruger American Rifle, ranch configuration. Don't sleep on bolt actions, especially not the Ruger American Ranch. This lightweight threaded barrel rifle is a precision sleeper hit in 300 blackout or 7.62 by 39. The American Ranch is compact, surprisingly accurate, and perfect for suppressed shooting or short-range hunting. It features a one-piece bolt, power bedding system, and uses popular detachable magazines, like Mini 30 or AR mags, depending on caliber. People talk about the Tikka or Savage axis, but the Ruger American Ranch can keep up, and in some areas, outperform them. Uses: hog hunting, truck gun setup, urban precision rifle builds. For under $500, this rifle is a serious contender and still flies under the radar. 3. Canik TP9SF Elite. Canik has come a long way. The TP9SF Elite is their refined, compact 9mm offering, and it's criminally underrated given its performance. Out of the box, the TP9SF Elite includes Warren tactical sights, one of the best striker-fired triggers available, and phenomenal accuracy. It's essentially a Glock 19 competitor, with better features and a lower price. The trigger alone makes this pistol worth a second look. Many owners say it rivals a custom trigger setup without the need for mods. Despite its rise in the competition world, it still gets side-eyed because it's made in Turkey. But the quality speaks for itself. SAR9 Compact. Another Turkish-made gem, the SAR9 Compact, is what happens when you combine Glock reliability with HK-style ergonomics for under $350. The SAR9 was torture-tested in extreme conditions and passed military standards. The grip angle feels more natural, the slide has great serrations, and the trigger is surprisingly smooth for a budget gun. It's the Glock alternative you didn't know you needed, and it works right out of the box. Simple, reliable, affordable. This pistol is gaining traction, but it's still unknown to most American gun owners. That makes it a top-tier pick for underrated EDC. 1. Stoeger STR-9C Optic Ready. And at number 1, we have the Stoeger STR-9C Optic Ready. Made by the same company that builds Benelli shotguns, the STR-9C is the ultimate underdog of modern handguns. Optics ready, aggressive front and rear serrations, great grip texture, and compatibility with Glock sights. This pistol brings flagship-tier features into the budget world. It's one of the only sub-$400 pistols that feels like a $600-plus gun in your hands. The STR-9C is slowly building a fan base, but it's still slept on by the masses, and that's why it takes the #1 spot.